Module 4. Location and facility setup to the daycare industry. When evaluating suitable locations for your daycare center, several factors should be considered to ensure accessibility, safety, and proximity to residential areas. Here are key factors to evaluate: accessibility, proximity to major roads and transportation networks. Consider locations that are easily accessible via major roads or public transportation to ensure convenience for parents dropping off and picking up their children. Parking availability. Adequate parking space for parents and staff is essential to facilitate smooth drop-off and pickup routines. ADA compliance. Ensure the location is compliant with accessibility standards, including wheelchair ramps, accessible entrances, and restrooms. Safety and security. Neighborhood safety. Assess the safety of the neighborhood where the daycare center will be located. Look for low crime rates, well-lit streets, and a generally safe environment. Traffic and pedestrian safety. Consider the traffic flow around the location, presence of crosswalks, and pedestrian safety measures to ensure the safety of children and parents. Building safety. Evaluate the building's structural integrity, fire safety systems, and compliance with building codes and regulations. Emergency services. Check the proximity of police stations, fire departments, and hospitals to ensure quick access to emergency services if needed. Proximity to residential areas. Demographics. Consider the demographics of the surrounding residential areas, including the number of families with young children. A higher concentration of families can indicate a greater demand for daycare services. Convenience for parents. Choose a location that is convenient for parents to drop off and pick up their children, ideally within a reasonable distance from their homes or workplaces. Local amenities. Assess nearby amenities such as parks, libraries, community centers, and schools, which can complement the daycare center's offerings and provide additional benefits for children and families. Zoning and regulatory considerations. Check local zoning regulations to ensure that the location is zoned for commercial or educational purposes. Allowing for a daycare center. Research any additional regulatory requirements specific to the location, such as licensing restrictions or specific guidelines for childcare facilities. Facility size and layout. Evaluate the size and layout of the facility to ensure it can accommodate the desired number of children and staff. Consider indoor and outdoor play areas, classrooms, restrooms, and other necessary spaces. Safety features. Assess the facility for child-friendly features such as age-appropriate equipment, child-proofing measures, and sufficient space for activities and learning. Competition analysis. Research existing daycare centers in the area to evaluate the level of competition. Consider the proximity, capacity, reputation, and unique features of competing centers. Assess whether there is room for a new daycare center to enter the market without excessive competition. It's recommended to visit potential locations, speak with local authorities, and consult with professionals familiar with local real estate and zoning regulations. Assessing multiple potential locations and conducting thorough evaluations will help you make an informed decision that aligns with the needs of your daycare center and the families it will serve. Designing a child-friendly and functional facility layout for your daycare center requires careful consideration of the needs and developmental stages of children. Here's a suggested layout that includes indoor and outdoor play areas, classrooms, and amenities. Indoor areas. Reception area, warm and welcoming space for parents and visitors. Comfortable seating arrangements. Information board or display showcasing children's activities and announcements. Classrooms. Create separate classrooms for different age groups or developmental stages. Adequate space for learning, play, and rest. Age-appropriate furniture, including tables, chairs, and storage units. Educational materials, books, toys, and learning aids specific to each age group. Soft flooring or rugs for comfortable playtime. Quiet room/nap area, a designated space for nap time or quiet activities. Soft mats or individual cots for children to rest comfortably. Dim lighting and soothing ambience to promote relaxation. Creative arts area, space for artistic activities, such as drawing, painting, and crafting. Art supplies and materials easily accessible to children. Display area to showcase children's artwork. Dining area, dedicated space for meals and snacks. Child-sized tables and chairs. Colorful and appealing decor. Proper hygiene and safety measures for food preparation and storage. Staff room, comfortable and functional area for staff breaks and meetings. Storage for personal belongings and staff resources. Outdoor areas, playgrounds, safe and secure outdoor play area with age-appropriate equipment. Play structures, swings, slides, and climbing frames. Soft ground coverings to cushion falls. Shaded areas to protect children from excessive sun exposure. Nature area. Incorporate natural elements like trees, plants, and gardens. Sensory play areas, such as sandboxes, water play, or mud kitchens. Exploration and discovery spaces to encourage curiosity. Sports area, open space for running, playing ball games, and physical activities. Marked areas for organized games. Safety measures, such as fences and proper supervision. Amenities, restrooms, child-sized toilets, sinks, and hand-washing stations. Safety features like non-slip flooring and reachable fixtures. Storage areas, sufficient storage for toys, equipment, and supplies. Organized and labeled storage units for easy access and inventory management. Staff offices, individual offices, or workstations for administrative tasks. Accessible storage for documents, records, and supplies. Staff break room and kitchenette, space for staff breaks and meals. Refrigerator, microwave, and basic kitchen facilities. Remember, the layout should prioritize safety, accessibility, and age-appropriate design. It's also important to comply with local building codes and safety regulations. Customize the layout to fit the specific needs and capacity of your daycare center, ensuring a child-friendly environment that promotes learning, exploration, and play. When sourcing furniture, equipment, and supplies for your daycare center, it's essential to prioritize quality, safety, and functionality. Here are some considerations and suggestions to create a nurturing and stimulating environment. Furniture, child-sized tables and chairs. Choose sturdy, child-sized tables and chairs made of durable materials. Opt for rounded edges and easy-to-clean surfaces. Shelving and storage units. Select age-appropriate storage units to keep toys, books, and supplies organized and easily accessible for children and staff. Comfortable seating. Provide cozy seating options, such as soft chairs or bean bags, in reading corners or quiet areas. Educational materials and toys. Age-appropriate toys. Select a variety of toys that cater to different developmental stages and interests. Consider toys for imaginative play, puzzles, building blocks, musical instruments, and sensory toys. Learning materials. Stock up on educational materials like books, puzzles, art supplies, and manipulatives to promote cognitive development and creativity. STEM materials. Include age-appropriate STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math materials, such as building sets, magnets, and simple science experiment kits. Art and creativity. Art supplies. Provide a wide range of art materials, including non-toxic crayons, markers, paint, brushes, paper, scissors, and glue. Encourage creativity and self-expression. Easels and drawing boards. Set up easels or drawing boards for children to explore their artistic abilities. Craft materials. Offer a variety of craft supplies like colored paper, pipe cleaners, googly eyes, and stickers for hands-on activities. Outdoor play equipment. Play structures. Choose safe and age-appropriate play structures, such as swings, slides, climbing frames, and jungle gyms. Sandboxes and water play. Provide sandboxes, water tables, or splash pads for sensory play and exploration. Sports equipment. Include balls, hoops, jump ropes, and other sports equipment to promote physical activity and coordination. Learning aids, whiteboards and chalkboards. Install whiteboards or chalkboards for interactive learning experiences and group activities. Charts and posters. Display educational charts, posters, and visual aids to support learning concepts, such as numbers, letters, colors, shapes, and animals. Music and audio equipment. Use age-appropriate music players, instruments, and audio equipment for music and movement activities. Safety equipment. First aid kits. Ensure each classroom and outdoor area is equipped with a well-stocked first aid kit to address minor injuries. Safety gates and guards. Install safety gates and guards to secure stairs, doors, and potentially hazardous areas. Safety mats. Place safety mats or soft flooring in play areas to cushion falls. Hygiene and sanitation. Hand-washing stations. Install child-friendly sinks or hand-washing stations in accessible areas. Personal care supplies. Stock up on tissues, hand sanitizers, hand soaps, paper towels, and diaper-changing supplies. When sourcing these items, consider reputable educational suppliers, early childhood product manufacturers, and local suppliers that specialize in daycare equipment and supplies. Ensure that all items meet safety standards and regulations, are age-appropriate, and are durable for frequent use. Regularly inspect and maintain the furniture, equipment, and supplies to ensure a safe and stimulating environment for children in your